Hey everybody, how y'all doing? I thought we could talk a little bit about Lucifer and Jesus and the whole diffuity around, is the morning star Lucifer or is the morning star the bringer of light Jesus, and which way it goes and that kind of thing. So I think we can kind of start at the beginning where when Venus is the morning star, it's really bright in the eastern sky early in the morning when it's dark. There's this thing called a false dawn. It's just sort of a bright spot before dawn actually happens. It's caused by I think it's some kind of dust that came out of Mars or somewhere like that. But anyway, there's a dust ring, and then when the sun hits it, it brightens up the morning sky for a bit. But it's considered a false dawn or an early dawn. And then you have the real dawn. So it was like a perfect setup for myths to develop over the morning star and what it might mean. So we'll look at kind of both sides of that. So the first side of it is you have the morning star, Venus, goddess of love, that kind of thing. The positive aspect of love, the altruism, the giving, the kindness, compassion, empathy, all the positive aspects of love in that Venus. There's also an opposite of that love of wanting, desire, needing, jealousy, possession, that kind of a negative sort of a love that also comes into that kind of mix. And so when you put those together, you end up with a myth that carries both sides of that coin. You have the morning star, Lucifer, the bringer of light, and you have the false dawn morning star, Lucifer, the fallen one, the Satan, or whatever you want to call it. Whereas Satan, not necessarily a being, but Satan in the terms of being an adversary to your positive growth. So let's look at the beings. Let's look at them as somehow manifest beings. You have Jesus, the bringer of light, the light bearer, the morning star, sunrise, the brightness of the sun itself. And then you have the false dawn Lucifer, who comes in the dark with a little bit of light and then fades off into the dark to show that he's not equal or powerful or whatever. He's sort of a false dawn. He's sort of a false hope and a false reckoning of love. Right, so you have those two. In the ongoing mythology of that, you have people who believe that Jesus referred to as Lucifer, that they're one and the same thing. They have this being of light who's also a being of dark. That doesn't really fly when you consider what Jesus was and how he got here and what it is that he did. It does fly when you think of it in terms of an earthbound myth, because the earth is pretty much designed to have opposites. If you have good, you have bad. If you have hot, you have cold. So if you have this being of light that's the bright star, why not have a being of light who's the opposite? So there you had it. You had those two things. Neither of them are the Jesus that came here to show us all how to get back home. That's a whole different thing. Here we had a being of a non-material being in the realm of the non-material, who through divine compassion and love decided to come to this realm, manifest in the form of Jesus, and show his apostles, disciples, how to regain that connection to the divine that we had lost through falling victim to the dual nature of our world, the world of language, the world of processing, the world of sensory input, that kind of world. And we had forgotten our divine spark that we came here with originally, which really belongs to a world of a non-material world that's in the universe. All right, so initially that's really what you have to kind of ponder on. If you want to think of the devil, Jesus, kind of a opposite thing, that's really an earth mental exercise. If you want to contemplate what the Jesus was that came here from the other realm, you have to look at what it is that he did and what it is that he said. All right, I just want to pause for 1 second.